I'm traumatized because of the situation. I'm feeling as if I have no rights. I want justice out of it. I'm 19 years of age. I have cut my ear for some silly reason. You don't have any reason to cut my ear. Right now, I'm going through so much trauma. I don't understand this. I do not understand why this lady have to cut my ear. Is my ear a problem?
From here, the voice, you know what you do, you know. I represent for Talk Black TV, Bodies TV worldwide. Talk Black, big up yourself, you know what you
Greetings. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Talk Black TV. If you're new to the channel, or the channel's new to you, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to smash that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever Talk Black TV drops another video. One big cut. The little Rasta girl. One giant cut. All Rasta dead or alive. So you feel every Rasta get trimmed when that little girl get trimmed. You think as she want get trimmed? Babylon have to run down every Rasta and a trim every Rasta, you know. Him just have to trim a Rasta. You think because I just one rogue officer just feel like saying a fear of mine. She for do that. I don't fear you. But she feel say she for do that. It's like say them never tell her say she can't cut people here. You know, me hear about frustrated cop before. But it come like that cop yeah is a frustrated barber. Huh? She don't really want to be a barber. But lady, I go with the barbering thing wrong. The first rule of being a barber is the person here where you cut don't have to want you cut it. Matter of fact, I don't have to come to you and ask you to cut it. You can't just grab them and cut it. Every Rasta get trimmed, especially the Rasta them who have a vice. All Naya Bingi, 12 tribe, all of these things. We all of that for. If when you turn around, a little Rasta girl get her ear trimmed by Babylon, literally. Make a list with this girl mother, I say. As I say, I'm from the little girl born. She naughty. So I cut that. But Babylon cut. I tell you, all Rasta get a cut that day there. Especially since the first 48 hours passed and many years
Fire.
Matter of fact, I don't want to hear another Rasta man say.
Fire.
What that mean? From my youth, my ear.
Fire.
No. Can't say no.
Fire.
I can't say nothing about. Huh? We are going to tell the police who cut the look of you there. Where the Rasta community there. Where the Rasta chief or the Rasta elder. Listen. A Jewish community, you know. Where them being and thing. You think a police can just bust off that, sir? You talk about cut here. Just being him up on them head. Just bust off that. I say, oh, pick up that. When you put time, bust it off again. Eh?
My problem is my daughter is 19 years of age. From she born until the 22nd of July, she is a Rasta. She goes to relax from she born until that day. And she got locked up and a police corporal down at the Four Pass police station. Her name is Constable Michelle. She trimmed my daughter's locks.
Fire.
I mean, I like to know the reason why. I mean, I ask me that like some justice. Me can't live with this.
Like me say, me no want to hear fire again.
Fire. Fire.
Come like when you're a youth and you're a version of play cowboy and Indian. And you jump up on them and say, Pichon! Pichon! I say, oh my, you're dead. And I say, oh, dead what? And I say, oh, you mean dead what? And so me jump out and say, Pichon. And you say, Pichon. You're dead. The fire come like the same thing.
Fire.
What did I do? Rasta don't have no leader for Talk to the government and say, listen, we need an answer for this. Because Rasta don't deal with the government. Rasta don't deal with politics. And the emperor was a politician. He might meet heads of state all over the place. So, when Rasta don't communicate with Babylon, when Babylon rang, what is the point of Rasta as a fire? When it take action because fire. Make a fire right now, even with a light up. You have to go to action. Fire. Matches. Action. Fire. Rope two stick. Action. Fire. You can't say fire. Unless you say, God, we don't even want to hear that again. Fire. Fire. What we want to know though is how Mr. Andrew Olney fire. Don't say nothing, but as soon as somebody say the wrong thing about him, fire.
Note, we have found the man that we're looking for, so you can stand down on the record. He was on the bed hiding, but we found it.
Radar, and they must apologize.
I want to apologize sincerely to the Prime Minister, Honorable Andrew Olney.
Just say something with them feel on them own phone. I don't know what him do. Because you're bringing somebody on no charges and get them to say something. Then suppose the youth them say, them not apologize. Do what you do. What? Wouldn't see them again? So oh, the Prime Minister don't want the police officer make a public apology and say, listen, the other day I was doing my duties as a police, but I have some barber instincts where just kick in and end up just trim somebody and end up say that somebody there is a Rasta. I am sorry and I won't trim anybody again. Matter of fact, them hide all the scissors from me. Everybody else around the world cool with Rasta. They all, which part Rasta start, have such a problem with Rasta. The Queen! Consider herself a Hebrew Israelite. Fire. Matter of fact, Great Britain is a nation of the Hebrew covenant.
Today, Queen Elizabeth II is the head of state of the great nation of the Hebrew covenant called Great Britain. Her genealogy chart, according to the College of Heralds in London, traces her blue bloodline back to Abraham.
Which covenant? The covenant between God and Abraham.
According to the Hebrew Bible, the covenant of the pieces or covenant between the parts was an event in which God revealed himself to Abraham and made a covenant with him, in which God announced to Abraham that his descendants would eventually inherit the land of Israel.
12 stones upon her crown. Waiting them represent.
The monarch's crown has 12 stones at the base, each representing the 12 Hebrew tribes.
I never know that.
The 12 stones of the 12 tribes were also worn on the breastplate of Hebrew high priests in Canaan. The Union Jack represents the reunion of the United Kingdom of the 12 tribes of Jacob, or Jacob. The Union Jack is red, white, and blue, the same colors as the 3 crowns of Egypt. The royal scepter originates in ancient Egypt and was carried by the Egyptian god Amun and by Egyptian pharaohs, who called themselves the Son of God. The royal scepter is now carried by pharaonic descendant Queen Elizabeth II. Her scepter contains the world's largest cut diamond, called the Star of Africa. The Queen's punishing flail or whip
Fire.
is partially hidden under her arm. The flail or whip also originates with the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. The symbol of the bee can be found within the Queen's royal wardrobe. In ancient Egypt, bees were the symbol of Egyptian royalty, as well as the symbol of Egypt. The symbols on the British coat of arms reveal Britain's Hebrew origin. According to the Bible, the harp symbolizes the Hebrew King David. The biblical lion and unicorn holding up the shield symbolize the nation of Israel. The motto, Dieu et mon droit, means God and my right, indicating the divine right of the British monarch to an eternal throne. The headdress worn by judges and the Queen's high-ranking officials originate in ancient Egypt. Kilts, like the one worn by Prince Charles, originate with the Egyptian pharaohs who wore white kilts. The hymn, Zadok the Priest, written by Handel, was performed at the Queen's coronation in 1952. Zadok the Priest was the biblical priest who anointed the Hebrew King Solomon while the people cried, "God save King Solomon, long live King Solomon, may the king live forever."
God save Queen Elizabeth. Long live Queen Elizabeth. May the Queen live forever.
Fire.
During the coronation ceremony, the Queen turns to face the four corners of the globe. The orb carried by the Queen represents the globe over which the monarch rules. The monarch's coronation gifts of a rod, bracelets, and a ring are a reenactment of the Bible story of the Hebrews, Judah, and Tamar.
It's so deep. The Queen dead in a fear Hebrew Israelite thing. Anyways, like me say, this a one trim. One little Rasta girl. But this is a giant trim. Rasta.
Talk Black TV. Get my dog.